again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, and probably in the rain if I can see. We got a good breeze, and I wasn't expecting the rain, so it's a little darker than I would like it. This is the container. This is the plastic part that held a Sharpie in place, which I have trimmed off the front of and will use as a scoop. I'm going to put my sky colors in there. This is yesterday afternoon's colors, so they're 24 hours old, and they were pretty colors. And that is sticky wrap, and my dish was kind of shallow, so maybe I'm going to let that dry and peel it off and use it as a skin, because that's gorgeous. Ha! Where can I put it where it's safe? There is no safe place in my studio, especially not with a stiff breeze. Maybe I'll hold that down with a camera battery. Anyway, so my plan is to have some, whoops, just broke the top right off. Wow. All right, time to use my finger to make sure that's shaken. I'm going to put a white line down the center of my canvas. That is the sound of my awning moving. Wow, microburst. All right, I don't want to flatten this out too much, but I do want enough of that to go up to the top so that if it turns out that I can have, I didn't mention it was love bug season too, so if bugs land in the painting, don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised right now. Anyway, so I'm going to throw that in the bucket. I'm going to put my sky colors into my Sharpie container. I wanted a red sky, so that's what I'm giving myself. I think I'm going to throw some pink in there too, because I think that would be gorgeous. Even if it's more pink than red, that's okay with me. And I might put some blue at the horizon line, but I don't know if that's important or not. I am going to do that first. I'm going to have to, I've got an edge catcher. So I'm just going to let all of that drain right out. And see if that might be an appropriate amount of paint, because if it is, that would be lovely. I'm inclined to start to tip that before I do the bottom half, but once I do that, it might be in better proximity, might be better placement. Let's just do what I do. Move that around for right now on a tilt. And that way I can see if I'm going to need some more, or what I might want to add, if anything. I kind of think it's going to be a pink color that I'm in love with. I'm going to rock that edge catcher to cover that edge, if you can see that. And then I could probably turn it around too, but mostly what I really like to do is take the paint off my edge catcher and stick it back in the painting. In this case, I'll just use it to cover that edge. And maybe that edge too. That blue with that purpley red makes a beautiful purple, so I'm good. I think I'm going to give myself permission to put some of that Art Lines iridescent pink in there and just work on my sky first. See if I can get that to pool over. I might have to put something else at the top. Obviously I could have used twice as much paint, but then I have twice as much paint to deal with. So I got pink clouds and some blue sky. And if I can get that to roll right into that white. Come on, you can do it. Pool all that paint. Just hold that edge catcher and rock it. I'm going to send it up because I want to cover more of that edge to encourage the paint that's pooled to fall down across it. I am extremely inclined to go ahead and add an entire line. Let's go back this way. Of anything I choose, which would happen to be everything. Everything's going up there right now. So like I said, I could have used twice the paint. I can hear the rain. Do I want anything else in there? I kind of do. Because my orange disappeared, the red swallowed it, and that's okay. As long as nothing blows into my painting, it's okay. That was way more than I expected there. But that's okay too. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to take my edge catcher. I'm going to line it up so I have sort of a semi-loose hold on it. I'm going to let all that paint pool. I might let it run a little bit just to make sure it covers. Rock my edge catcher, make sure it's covering the edge. Let it cool again, rock it again, and send it all right back down in. Matter of fact, I'm going to sort of scrape it as I go up. I'm going to remove that thing that does not belong. So we've got really cool sky. Stick my finger in the gaps. And I'm tempted, and when I'm tempted, I usually follow through. So I'm going to let all that paint run down there again, because I can. The name of my book on the Amazon link. Below, show more underneath the video. And if I don't want to pour it back into the painting, I don't have to. Or if I want to scrape it off and use it someplace in the painting, I can. So I'm going to rock that again. I think I'm going to save that paint and use it. And I want my OXO omelet turning spatula. Best paint spreading spatula around. Maybe if I move this in the color, I can show you what I'm going to do. Whoa, don't drop that. That's your bottom. That's whatever's going to be at the bottom. Surreal though it might be. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of that right back into the artwork. I don't know if you can see it, but as long as there's no schmutz in there, I'm going to move that edge catcher. Actually, I'm going to take a little more paint off it if I can. It's blended. Makes a kind of a pukey pink. Oh well. I'm probably going to use everything that's within my availability. Now, I really want to put the Sharpie container and the spatula right into the bucket, because when paint dries on a spatula, I'm not usually super happy about it. I am going to tip that down a little bit. I'm going to put my edge catcher back just to catch paint if I need it to catch paint. It's going to be there. Yes, that's water falling out of my canopy. I'm glad I wasn't standing under that. I can be occasionally standing under that. Not this time, fortunately. I wanted some white at the horizon line, and if I really want some white, I'm going to have to add some more. But I think I have so much paint. Alright, I'm just going to steal this paint again. I keep stealing it. And there was some missing paint on the edge, so that's perfect. I kind of want to put some more blue in there, honestly. And I'm loving the sky, so maybe, just maybe, some more white. Oh, I think that is the metallic from Anita's, and I want a straight white. Probably won't get to keep any of this. And if I were really smart, I would spread something to help me flow the paint I'm going to add. So, I'm going to wipe off this spatula because it's got sky all over it. Yeah, that makes sense. And even though this is a great purple and I hate to waste it, and it probably will disappear, it's not a bad place to start to give myself permission to use it to tilt other things into. Like the paint in my leftovers container from yesterday. And purple makes great clouds, so if we get some purple clouds, it's not the end of the world either. I'm going to have to kind of monitor and choose how much paint I add in, because I think it could become too much fairly quickly. I'm kind of thinking I want a clean edge catcher, but maybe if I take my rag for a second, excuse me, and wipe that one off, I can still use it. Alright. I'm just going to drag my little Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula, available on my Amazon link below show more underneath the video, by the way. There's an entire list of art supplies that I like, some that I want, most that I like, some I wouldn't mind using should the opportunity arise at some future time. I haven't used them all. My advice to anybody shopping is always look for reviews. But alright, so here it is. The time has come. I'm going to use a shovel. Wow. Pretty colors. Probably not really land colors. I'm going to try and layer them sort of in stacks and hope against hope that the glop that I'm seeing is not an absolute indication that this paint is gone, because the colors are too nice for me to waste them. I really don't want to waste them. And I have a piece of plastic around here somewhere. Where are you? Right there. That I can put on the top of that paint and add a little more to after I wipe the sand off. Check out the patterns in there. Oh my goodness, they're beautiful. I'm going to rest that shovel right in there, actually. I want to scrape it off. Okay, scrape it off. Give yourself permission. So what color should I add in there that will not just help it move, but make it look more like a landmass? I don't know. I think that shovel's got to go in the bucket. No choice about it. I think it's going to have to be gold. Or, let's see. The dark turquoise is good. The Prussian blue is good. I like the purple because it imitates mountains for me. We don't know what's coming. I think some green. I think it's going to have to be some green. And I love green gold, and green gold is right there. Hope it's not a hideous combination. I want to tip this down first. I had a color. Oh yes, gold. And I wanted to put some of the Art Minds Mystique in there as well. This might be too much paint, but I have GAC 800 by Golden mixed into all my paint mixtures. So that means, oh, do I want some black in there? I know I don't want white. Do I want some purple? What do I want in there? Yes, I want some purple to go with that other purple. Nervous, still nervous. Hey, I got my red sky, so I should be all happy, right? I just picked up a large dollop of paint. I'm going to put my edge catcher right down on the tile. So try and line up. Come on. Try and line everything up. I'm hoping my sky's not going to move much. I really am. I'm going to let everything run down. Try and fill in my gaps before it reaches the total end. Oh, please don't drip off. I'm going to let it fall back again. I'm going to rock my edge catcher to cover my bottom. I think I am going to scrape off some of this paint. And if I'm not too nervous and drop it, I would prefer not to be. I'm going to put it right into the artwork, which seems to be working okay. Kind of like my purple mountains over there. Not too worried about changing things too much. I didn't use any of that Mystique, but I like the, ooh, you know, I really do. I really do like that. I love it when that happens. Other than torching to release the bubbles in the paint, I think this might be a standalone, don't mess with it type of moment. Although that purple paint right there is taunting me. I was going to tilt to the side, but I think that would be a waste. I think changing this at all, other than that piece of white that I don't want there. Yeah, I think I'm good. I just want to put a streak of yellow in the sky. Why do I want to do that? I don't know, but this paint is coming out really slow. So that's okay. And where there's yellow, there's orange. Grab a skewer. I've got 2 minutes left. See what else I might want to do, i.e. add or mix. I'm really surprised those colors stayed nice. I am going to torch. I'm going to stop myself. I'm even going to torch for you guys upside down so you can see what's happening. And I didn't do an awful lot of tilting. Don't do that. Don't stick that in there. I would love to chain. I would love to do all kinds of stuff. But I think right now, less is more. And there's plenty more there. It's a very different color scheme for sure, but I still think it's pretty cool. I'm going to look for any missing little pieces, and I've got enough paint falling down on the edges and on my tile to cover anything I need to. She said hoping to find something she could cover that spot with. Yes, I can. Whoops. Oh well. Brain cramp. I want to say, before you're gone, I got 40 seconds before I can tell you guys, not really, I do sell my artwork. If you're interested in purchasing something, yes, I'm adding spirals. I just want a fluffier edge, something that changes up the pattern somewhat and makes a big red cloud. And maybe a small pink one or white one, whatever. Just something that changes up the pattern inside. And I like that better. So thank you guys for joining me. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. Asking you to please give me a thumbs up if you like what I do. And if you like what I do and you want to keep watching more of it, make sure the notifications are turned on when you subscribe. If you subscribe. There on the end screens, there's over 860 videos. There's I have them organized on my channel by topic and by the hundreds. So if, like I said, if you like what I do, binge, watch some. It helps me every time you watch all the way through. It helps me when I get a thumbs up, like I said, immensely. It tells the YouTube algorithm where to put me so that more people can find me. And when more people find me, I have a shot at making this work. I'm not so sure about all those right there. I kind of want something weird, and you're going to be gone soon. And something weird is right there. I just want some purple and up above. To go with the something below. Somebody told me the cloud bottoms are flat. Well, they're not particularly flat in Florida, but I don't think that hurts my feelings any. I may have to keep messing with this for another minute. I love you guys. Thank you for all the wonderful comments you give me to keep my morale up all the time. Making a living as an artist is a full-time chore. And it's a lot more fun to paint than it is to do other things, which reminds me, I do sell my artwork, so if you'd like to help me out, purchasing a piece of artwork is a humongous help. That area is still not making me super happy, but that's better. Who knows? Tomorrow could come and there could be a part 2. I kind of think it'll probably make me happier tomorrow. So I already said who this was, and I'm wondering if I missed anything. I told you about the end screens. There's a contest for people who contribute $10 or more, and you can win one of 2 paintings or a $160 credit and a book, my book, Volume 1 of Because I Can, that's available on the Amazon link below, show more. If you shop there, it's at no added cost to you, and that helps me out. I have clothing under the video, and when you buy that, that helps me out. So every little bit counts. On Facebook, I have Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group for students, and I have Expressionist Art Studio Gallery for fans and collectors. Yes, I did. I just messed with it, and that's okay. I think I'm going to like that cloud a lot better now that I've blown my breath into it. So I love you guys. There's almost 80,000 of you, and one of these days, one of these weeks, there will be. Very shortly. I'm not sure when. It seems to be like pulling teeth right at the moment. But, alright, I will see you in another video. And I love you guys so much. Much happier with my cloud. blown, then spiraled.